The pharaohs of ancient Egypt were not just rulers. They were considered living gods on earth. And to the ancient Egyptians, a god could only marry another god. To keep the divine bloodline pure, the royal family practiced a tradition that would ultimately destroy them. They married within their own closed bloodline, a desperate attempt to hoard power and divinity. But the bloodline did not remain pure. It began to rot from the inside out. The most famous victim of this royal curse was the young pharaoh, Tutankhamun. When we imagine pharaohs, we picture invincible warriors leading armies. The reality of King Tut was tragically different. He was born with a severe physical disability. His bones were necrotic. His immune system was devastated. He did not conquer nations. He struggled simply to walk across his own palace. But his frail body was not his only enemy. The Golden Palace was, in truth, a terrifying snake pit. To continue the dynasty, the frail boy was forced into a royal marriage with his half-sister. But the curse of their parents' genetics was passed down to them. They tried to produce an heir. But nature is unforgiving. The queen suffered 2 tragic losses. The end of a dynasty, sealed in 2 tiny golden coffins. At age 19, the young king's painful life came to a sudden end. A shattered leg, a raging infection, or perhaps a calculated blow in the dark. The exact cause remains a mystery. But his death threw the empire into absolute chaos. The scheming vizier immediately seized the throne, stealing the crown. The young king was hurriedly shoved into a small, unfinished tomb meant for a lesser noble. His mummification was a disaster. Gallons of hot black resin were poured carelessly over his body. The resin caused a chemical reaction, literally burning his flesh inside the coffin. He was buried, forgotten, and erased from the official king lists by his enemies. The sand swallowed him whole. For 3,000 years, he slept in absolute silence. The ancient Egyptians believed that speaking a man's name grants him eternal life. When his tomb was finally opened, Tutankhamun instantly became the most famous pharaoh in human history. The ultimate irony of fate.
In the afterlife, the king finally found the peace and physical perfection that his mortal body had denied him.
The files on the boy king are now closed. Next time on Shadows of Kemet.
A royal conspiracy, a prince wiped from existence, and a face locked in eternal agony. We open the restricted files on The Screaming Mummy. Subscribe if you dare.